Getting a chance to speak with one of the truck drivers who has recently received a national honor. He works for a Linden-born trucking company that transported the Capitol Christmas tree all the way to Washington, D.C. He's talking with us this morning about bringing Christmas cheer to our country.
This was a very long trek. Starting in the pristine woods of the Tongass National Forest in southeast Alaska, they drove the tree onto a barge that sailed 700 miles down to Seattle and then made the 4,000-mile trek to Washington, D.C., and that's where John Schank joins us live now this morning. Good morning, John. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
It looks like a beautiful day in Washington, D.C., and I understand that you've been driving trucks for a very long time now. Is this the first time you've delivered a tree to the Capitol?
No, it's not. The first one I moved in 2015 came out of Chugiak National Forest.
Gotcha. Okay. Give us an insight into what it's like being in the cab of that truck with the tree. Do you get a lot of waves? What's the reaction you've gotten?
I couldn't hear what.
What's the reaction you get driving it across the country?
Oh, the reaction has just been awesome. You know, people give you a thumbs up, pump their arm for to blow the horn at them. But all the events where we stopped at were great. We had just a great time coming across country.
Now, obviously, you've been a truck driver for many, many years, but we were talking about transporting an 80-foot Sitka spruce with a trunk that's 22 feet wide. This is kind of a different load. What is it like to drive something like that across the country?
Well, across the country, going down the freeways, the highways and whatnot, the trailer track's real great. The only problem we have is like getting into our vents in tight corners and whatnot, but the law enforcement agencies that we dealt with on the way were real helpful and pretty much made it a piece of cake getting in and out.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Give us a highlight. What was on that long journey? What was one of your favorite stretches of roadway?
Favorite stretches of roadway. What was a favorite memory?
Well, the favorite memory was in, where was that now?
Somewhere in the Dakotas, maybe.
I can't think where we were. Anyways, I had a relation of mine, about 70 of them came down from Michigan. That'd be in Fort Wayne, Indiana there. And had a welcoming, you know, from my relation that came down, and the event that we had there was just awesome.
Awesome. Well, we can see the beautiful tree behind you there on the flatbed trailer of the truck getting ready to be put up, and lights coming on in D.C. John Schank, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for having the honor of transporting that tree.
You're a national hero, John. Thank you, sir. Safe travels back, my friend.
Thank you. You're more than welcome.